Right, welcome back. We are continuing on the hot and wet map. So just the usual progress update. The idea is we connect everything. It's 2K by 2K, 700 towns, getting there with the towns, and then eventually the 1500 industries that totally have not yet been started. Uh, so with that in mind, no, I don't want that. I do want this, but nah, it's fine. I'll leave it. So I should probably try to cover these towns because why not? And then there's one thing that really bugged me that I only noticed now, which is this little piggy. So I want to put down a few bushes here because I know that I'm going to make more effort to the destruction for these guys. Um, okay, how about this? 6, 7, 6. Okay, because now they don't have to dislike me so much. I think the one thing I want to think about, um, probably backtrack a bit, come out on the other side, do that. Okay, off you go. So these guys already hate me, but it's a bit too late for them. Wafflegate. That was Watergate. Mm, noise. No, I keep pressing the wrong button. 1, 2. Just probably do 6. Go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, we may need a station. I don't want to cut that off, so I'll just probably put up with a short one. Okay, it's a bit of a distance. Lumbawig. It's fine. Not too phased about that. One, two, Yep. Cool. Had a funny conversation just before this. So had an audio chat with the members of the Hungarian OpenTTD Discord, and we're talking mostly about graphics, my lack of ability to do reasonable quality graphics and some other things. And I was just telling them that my version of this game is custom built because I poked a few things, like found the S key to that and whatever else. Then one of the guys was like, "Ah, so you could port the older cargo dest, not dist, where apparently cargo gets generated and they want to go places other than cargo goes to places available." Like, no, I can't. C++ skills are very far from being able to do any of that. I mean, in all fairness, famous last words, I would expect that it shouldn't be incredibly complex because without knowing, my guess would be that it just means yeah, we look at the existing stations, cargo gets generated, and it's a pseudo-random destination for each of the cargoes, and if it's not there, it doesn't go. Plus transfers plus whatnot, which is where it gets complex. But yeah, it's not new functionality per se, just half new. But I'm not even going to try to do that. Apparently, someone had asked, so Kat just decided to come back and absolutely grey balls for her. Apparently, someone had asked in the main OTTD Discord, and they've been told to go stick it where the sun doesn't shine. Might not have used the exact same words, but that was the point of it. How many people you do on this deity? No. How does this work? You just go off places. Well, okay, initially I'm going to go this direction. I can bridge that. It's not a biggie. Yeah, I don't want to demolish that. Go away. Nope. Right, good. You still see my stuff. I clicked out, and every so often when I do that, OBS just stops the whole thing and gets black screen. Yes, I can't do it. Fine. I want a third one because hotels always generate just a bit more people. Mm, I was thinking about putting it here, but there's a lot more space here, so why not? No, not even vaguely an overkill. Not a wee bit. Uh, okay, where am I? I want to do these and that, and then we can. I mean, I think doing this block is going to take up most of this episode. I did. Good. Doing stuff backwards. Probably not the smartest move. Is there anything here? How much? Can I mail? Nothing. Mail food. People. I have a freaking junction. In which case, cancel that. Nope, I don't want to move. 6. Alright, you know what? I'm going to just do it anyway. Because eventually I expect that these guys will grow, expand, whatever. Sleepy. Yep. 6, 7. I keep saying to myself that, oh, it would be nice if the whole thing could be automated, but then what's the point of playing? Lol. There you go. They can loop it around anyway, so it's not an issue. There you go. Clone. Go. Did I? Kind of. Right. So that's sorted. Yeah, it's a shunter, some such. Noodles weed. Just one that needs doing. Okay. That was surprisingly efficient. Only done 16 minutes. Okay. I'm just being silly. The other thing I'm pondering on is that I'll put that stuff here. No. Yeah, it's fine. Go back to the shadow. Laziness is godliness. Nope. That's one fewer. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, well, it's fine because we're not doing any more, so any more tree killing, that is. Well, Smeagol lied. Go. Mm. This gives me two, that gives me two, me two, and two. Ah, my elbow is not happy. Been basically sitting in this bloody chair the whole day. 2, 1, 7, 5 numbers, stuff. The cat is staring at me. I think I'm being judged. The cat's definitely upset because this is when she's expecting to zoomies. The thing is, if I try to play with her, she gets bored in like no time. Like, she gets bored before I do. That's something, because I have very limited patience for this stuff. Like, red dot boring, of things boring, you name it, boring. Okay. Yeah, I think I know that. There's one thing I do want to check though. Templates. We're not using this, it's not a problem. I want to replace these purely because of the kilonewton stuff. Check the effort, sort by. The Metu has the highest. That's a bug. I know why it's there, but it's a bug. Okay, that's fine. You get replaced. Do I have any other actual 10 long things? No. I don't really expect this to ever use, but incompatible rail types. Oh, because it's an EMU. Fine. Cancel then. I mean, it's not even being used. $244. There's absolutely no benefit. It doesn't matter because this is not being used. Coffee has no template. Diamonds 5 are fine. Oh, is it? None. In which case, I could do coffee. Yeah, no, I wanted that. Nope. Submit to my will. Okay, so those I really don't care about. Fine. Check the map. Need to do that. I think really it's just the 10 long diamonds that were of genuine use there, because all the others are entirely irrelevant, but I've noticed that I don't even know what it's called, engine, they're a bit puny. And I said this a lot of times that I love this GRF, but if you're playing outside Europe, useless, especially like outside Europe plus North America. Useless doesn't really cover it. Like you wouldn't have seen it, but initially I started this on Africa, like a slightly different version of the map, obviously. And There was just nothing. There's still basically not much in Africa. Clearly, this particular version is not going to be reloaded. At this point, I don't care. By I don't care, I mean they're not going to reach in the game and do all that sort of stuff. Even if I could. So cheeky bottom. 49 people and they already dislike me. Great work. I'm going to do one here because it's such a like James had branch lines, this would be it. Do this. This is actually not bad. Ah, fuck. This would have been better. Nope. I'm clearly getting a bit sleepy. What's going on? You know what? I'm mostly okay with this. Could do this. So yellow. Or whatever color this is. Okay. The plan for this episode is to build out this thing I just showed and then get the chain up and running. At least mostly. 1, 2. I don't want to come in here. 2. Yeah, not all the way down here. Okay. Next. I think it's going to come in here, but I'm not a happy bunny about this. Like this place is pretty busy. So once everyone does a GTFO, slightly better. That should help a little. Okay, where am I here? I said I'm not going to bother with any of this crap for now. And come yonder. It's not really come yonder, though. It's come didn't there. So come there. Hmm. Oh. Come yon. Yon there is in the distance. I'm not quite sure about these. Yeah, yonder is in the distance. I don't know if then yon is distant or are there. Suburban. I don't think I need that big. Right. Nope, not that map. Next one, lol. Okay, fine. Okay, don't do that. I don't want this. There's absolutely no point. Then the other one's there. And it's obviously that I should speak a human language, English, perhaps. Okay. Oh, 68K, that sounds vaguely reasonable. Didn't check the other. Getting there. Not really checking time at the moment, but hold on. We have about 24 minutes. And the depots is yeah, I think the train's going to be up and running by the end of the episode, but that's about it because hooking in all the term stations is going to take another half an hour. Right. Oh, we want one of these. Slight middle of nowhere feeling. That's not bad. 9, 10. OMFG, it's going to be one of those where I nailed it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go. There's one thing, one really tiny thing that there's like F-hole here. So what I want is to, especially because this is not really being hooked into anything, is to do this. Not that they do 600k per hour. So you're 400 miles. You're so inclined. I'm going to run a whole bunch of these. Partially because it's effing far. And partially because it's going to be there's no load station. Sigh. Partially because I think for cargo distribution it's going to be pretty important. Um, yeah, I have issues. That wasn't a smart idea at all. Because this will come out this way. And I need a lot of these. Okay, so let us do two of these, one, and then plenty of space here. So initially this is going to be totally pointless, and I fully acknowledge that. No, I don't think I want to clone anything there. So these guys are not going to make any money. But go. There's some logic behind the madness, namely that. Give me one more. Worst, no. Namely that I don't want to go back here. Okay. I am tempted to make this bigger. Better. And I could probably do exactly the same thing here. But if now they dislike me a lot. Come on, stop hating me. Yeah, that's why. They're congregating. Shut up. Can you be lost? You're an idiot. No, I don't want that. Why are you coming this way? It's supposed to turn around. Anyway, I do actually want to progress with the others. Am I for time? There, 7 minutes. And even this is way too small. Nope. Done. Yeah. Hell, what is this? Nowhere mostly. You go somewhere. 1400, 300. Let's do this one. Not optimal, but will do. Not explicitly trying to finish this before the end of the episode because I genuinely don't think that's feasible, but making reasonable progress would be beneficial. I don't like these so bad. Thing is, unless I do something like this, and then probably put in more trees than I can bother, because these guys are going to hate me forever. Yeah. No, it's fine. They'll eventually come around. I am in the middle of absolutely nowhere. There's a town. And I have hiccups. Yeah, it's the least far town, aka nearest. I don't know what that's doing. Nope. Pinkagate, West. Ah, two will do. As I say so. I wills it. And I still have 3 minutes. Not great, not terrible. It's 900. Okay, 5K. That's going to be a very obvious choice here. Okay, it's kind of busy, but not too crazy busy. Do another one. Why is everyone coming in here? Don't go. Um, no, purely because I don't actually use that stuff anymore. Otherwise, it would be sweet. Notwithstanding that these guys hate me, this is the largest settlement. The opinion's not 11 though. 1 minute. Interesting that suddenly there's a reasonable abundance of vehicles. And I wouldn't go that far, so it's caveat, but yeah. I think there have been more new vehicles in the past 10 game years than any other 10 game years. This, but these guys still hate me. Okay, I will technically run out of time. So I have 10 seconds on and I'll finish this peacefully. Yep, you may have heard that. Problem is not so much that these guys really don't like me, that I can live with. My issue is that there's no space here. Like, zilch. I'm thinking I might try to prep work a bit for a future they hate me less version of things. Where I can possibly, I could do it here. Oh no. Yeah, it's fine. Make it more natural looking. It's fine. Okay. Well, yeah, time's up. Thanks for watching, as always, and I shall hopefully see you the next time. Until then, I don't know. Usual thoughts, comments, likes, whatnot. Let me know, and yeah, I'll try to answer anything should you wish to interact. Bye bye.